So NXT happened, and the Undertaker appeared. Um, so I guess they needed the Undertaker to just bring some appeal to NXT. Unfortunately, as much as I love the Undertaker, and I really do. Undertaker's always gonna be number one. I don't know if this was needed or just needed to happen, and plus, I don't know if the biker taker really works to be a thing. I'll be honest with you. The biker taker is not really like something I'm a big fan of. And when it comes to the Undertaker, obviously I'm more a fan of the Damn Man character. But regardless, at least Undertaker, he's always the number one. He still keeps it great. It just definitely like, was this really needed? But whatever, it is what it is. I mean, I guess it still really helped the show. Really, just the only thing that was intriguing. The show started with Cooling defeating Hank Walker, Tank Ledger, Sol Ruka, and Azaria in an 8-person tag match. Yeah, we got a recap of JC Jane winning at Slammiversary, and then cover Slammiversary. I might soon, whatever. And Ava is not allowing Jordan Grace to enter the arena due to what happened of attacking for wanting to attack Blake Monroe and what happened with Sophie Turner or whatever. Anyways, JC Jane came out, says, "Oh, I look like $1 million." Yeah, so she's happy about winning the TNA title. But then yeah, everyone was like, challenge her for, now that she has 2 gold and all that. Like, yeah, she's the top of the women NXT and TNA, did it all by herself without any support from anyone, which also does lead to dissension, which hurt her group a little. Then Last Legend interrupts and congratulates JC for her win and says it's time for the last child that becomes the world women's champion, and then Jada Parker interrupts, and Fatal Influence attacks him, but then they get fought off from Fatal Influence, which, okay. Jasper Troy defeats Ricky Saints by countout. Okay. We then get a tribute to Ozzy Osbourne, who unfortunately passed away. I might do a video about Ozzy Osbourne passing away, but it is a darn shame that Ozzy passed away literally right after his last tour. But it might seem that he may have known that he was gonna pass away anyways. But God bless Ozzy Osbourne. May he rest in peace. Thank you for your music. Hopefully, yeah, like WWE does do a little more tribute. Maybe by the time Survivor Series War Games happens, like, yeah, on Ozzy, that's for sure, definitely. Then Trick Williams came out. He says, the man carried 2 brands is finally arrived. I ain't bragging. I'm just here to spit facts. And I'm here to spit facts. And I went to Long Island to the same anniversary, and I made even the biggest show TNA. And like I defeated Average Joe, defeated Loud and Proud, Barnacle, Mike Santana, and I broke the record of Trick NA, and with me defeating 2 of the best that has to offer. And then see, I'm already the greatest champion of NXT TNA champion of the world, dropping records and drop this some facts. And then he's like calling out the Undertaker after the Undertaker like took offense to him or whatever. What he said. Then the Undertaker came out, right? The Undertaker didn't come out with his so he came out obviously with his biker gimmick, but no bike. It wouldn't really have worked out to come out with his bike or whatever. Undertaker says like, "What we have here? Let me tell you what we have. We have a dead man talking. Look at you. You got a nice title. You're bringing us. You got the bling. And I'm sorry, but is that a genuine co-op right here? I'm asking for a friend." Trick Williams says like, "It's real cool, my dog." And Undertaker says, "You got man. Except one thing, respect. Yeah, you got that swagger, don't you? You keep, I keep with everybody. You ain't the same guy that TNA, that were the TNA title when you were the NXT title." Trick Williams says, that's a fact. I'm brand new to them." The Undertaker then says, "You see, That guy I watched scratch and crawled all the way to the top. That guy was hungry. That guy had the dog in him. That ain't you. Let me tell you something, you fella. You can have the whole package. You can have the talent, everything in the toolbox. But your attitude is a matter of you losing the title. It's a matter of when. That attitude's gonna be your downfall. And that is when it's gonna start crumbling down. Oh man, I've seen so many times. Trick, look, your attitude's rotten. And that's exactly what I'm gonna teach my LFG guys. And the Trick looks like, I don't give a damn about LFG guys, man. You're legend, right? No one on your LFG is gonna be like Trick Williams. Nobody's gonna be a superstar like Trick Williams. Nobody's gonna be a star like Trick Williams. And Undertaker says, is that right? So let me tell you, give me one piece of advice. You're a little too light on your ass and step into an OG. You wanna dance with the evil. And I can flip a switch real quick. But listen, Trick, when I promise you, I can make you famous. And then Taker blocks a punch from Trick, and then Trick gets a choke slam. You know, it's a nice little segment. You know, nice little segment of a legend and new school. It just, you know, it just, man, when Undertaker is not able to walk anymore, what are they gonna do? Like, who are they gonna realize to use? You know, they can't use him all the time. Jason Jane wants to know Fatal Influence is going, what they're gonna do after what happened to their attack, and yeah. Then the third match, Blake Monroe, her debut match, defeated Rin St. Clair. The match was hot, man, hot because two hot chicks. All right, but then after the match, we see Jordan Grace attack security, which is like too feministy, but then eventually Blake Monroe takes advantage, does a DDT onto the chair. So, yeah. Ethan Page, you know, I'm the greatest North American champion in the world, and I'm gonna celebrate by you know, whatever, showcasing Kenny's dominance over America and showcase my own nation. And he basically makes a custom North American champion honoring Canada. And then eventually Santino Marella confronts Ethan Page for, like, I don't know, for no reason. Yeah, Santino. So, you got a big mouth. You know, you want to act like you're the greatest champion all the time. But you know what, you're like, you know, but I'm the director of TNA. And I'm listening to this garbage coming at you now. You need to be shut up. And that's why I decided to have the honor and dignity, like no other man, to face you next week. So, Santino Marella is legit going to have a title match next week. This is Santino Marella's first match in God knows how long. I think because he originally had an injury. And now he's actually facing Ethan Page. It would be funny, though, if they give him the title. I'm not going to lie. Bubba Ray proposes one last match between Charlie Dempsey and Tavon Heights, and it would determine Tavon leaving the new catch, whatever. I don't get this shit, really. I really don't. Oba Femi defeats Josh Briggs and Yashikaki Amara in, like, a triple threat that I really didn't care for, but I'm happy Oba wins. And then we get this happening, the freaking Josh turns on Yakashima, whatever. But then in the main event segment, we see Javon Evans. He's wondering what to do next and going whatever. And then Taker's like, man, I see a hot tail, and you know why I see, man? I see a man who should go after Big Dog. And it's Oba, and then so basically Undertaker gives him an idea. I don't understand the whole hype of Javon Evans and why he's like portrayed as this like fanboy, because that's what it is. And like really, like that, like what is this shit? You know? So I don't know, man. Like what are they doing? I don't know. It is what it is. Okay, so it was cool to see Taker, but that was like the only thing that mattered about the show, just seeing Taker. Other than that, the show was just whatever. Till next time, peace. Yeah, bye.